Well, God bless you. This is Bishop Powell. I'm excited. I have found myself here most recently talking to a lot of young pastors, and I'm finding that young and old are depressed and down and out. And I myself I have gone through a recent journey of the last 4 to 5 years of rediscovering what serving God is really all about, and what His church is all about, and what the purpose of the church is really about. And I found that much of our delusions and our depressions and our disappointment come from incorrect perspectives. And sometimes they come from external forces. Sometimes they come from previous generations of pastors. And sometimes they come from what we see on television. And so I wanted to share five principles that I think may be essential for young pastors, and maybe there's an older pastor that might glean from this perspectives. Number one, I think it's important that we maintain and get a revelation of our identity. Paul says in Colossians that we're complete in Christ. Genesis 1 deals with that we are created in the image and likeness of God. What a powerful identity that God has already given us. And I think as pastors and leaders, we must keep that perspective in mind, that our identity is hid in the Christ, not in any external situation. Many of us are disappointed. We deal with depression and despair because of either the size of our church, or maybe my church is not growing. Maybe my church doesn't look like a mega church. Maybe my church is not moving as quickly or like someone else's. The comparing ourselves to other people can sometimes serve as, I call it demonic activity. And so it's important that we maintain our identity. Number two, that our esteem and worth is tied to Christ, not to things, not to people, not to situations. That our identity, our esteem, our worth is tied to Christ and Christ alone. Number three, we must get a revelation that God does not despise small. He despises non-productivity. God does not despise small. You never see in scripture where, matter of fact, He exalted the ant. He talked about the productivity of the ant. It was productivity that God celebrated. He never despise them being small. So we must understand that all small is not bad in the sight of God. Number four, we must pursue being healthy people, therefore becoming healthy pastors. That's been my journey here in the last 3 to 4 years. I want to be a healthy individual. I want to be a healthy man. I believe that if I'm a healthy person, if my will, my emotions, my being, my person, my mind is healthy, therefore it makes me a healthy person, therefore producing healthy people and helping other people to become healthy. And number five, I think this is very important, that we must spend time in the presence of the Lord. You'd be surprised. Statistically, they say that most pastors, statistically, most 5 minutes a day in prayer. And so it's no wonder we're unhealthy. It's no wonder that our esteem is so low. It's no wonder that we're disappointed and in despair over external issues, because we don't have an internal, resilient walk with God. So these are five principles. I hope that it helps some shepherd out there to get correct perspective. God bless you, and we'll see you soon. This is Bishop Powell with this leadership moment for all people.